to the Let's Talk About It podcast, the podcast where nothing is off limits, even the things your group chat avoids. With Kat and Carlee. I'm Kat.
And I'm Carlee.
And I want to start off by talking about our day. Carlee, how was your day?
My day was pretty boring. I really didn't do much other than clean up a little bit, make some food, and watch some TV on Netflix. I watched the second season of Nobody Wants This, I'm pretty sure it's called, which if you haven't watched it, pretty good. But I'm not going to put any spoilers out there. But it's actually really good. It has Kristen Bell, I believe. Kristen Bell? I think that's her name. Yeah. She's married to Dax Shepard. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So, yeah, it stars her. And, yeah. How about you?
My day was all right. Wake up early as normal. Got my kids ready for school. Took them to school. And I worked. I worked all day today. That's what I did. And when I got home, where the fuck is the ghost? Okay. And when I got home, I went to go walk my dogs, and there was diarrhea all over the fucking floor. So we love that. And I lost 2 nails. Oh, here she comes. I'm talking about her.
Yeah, and she has that sense. She can just tell you're speaking about her. She can just tell.
Yeah. But today, if you haven't already guessed, is our Halloween episode. I'm a witch today.
And I'm a hippie.
She's all my style right there. That's all right.
Yeah, my glasses are a little broke, so we're just gonna leave those where they were. Thanks. Yeah, I like them up here. Just fix that. Yeah, so we decided to dress up for this episode. It was only right since we're dropping it on Halloween. So we had to get in the spooky season spirit. Well, that's pretty much always our spirit, but today we had to dress that up, you know. So
because this comes out on Halloween.
Yeah.
Little Jaxie's birthday.
Yes. All right. Well, let's get started with what we're going to be doing today. We're going to change it up a little bit today. We're going to have a little bit of fun with the episode and talk a little bit about some spooky stories, get some candy involved, and maybe talk a little bit about some ghosting. And I don't mean ghosting as like a spirit. I mean ghosting in like a relationship, a friendship. I'm pretty sure we all know what that means. So
my ghost is married, by the way. She just said married.
Your ghost is... Oh, and Catherine has on GhostTube during this episode. So,
yeah.
I don't know if any of our listeners out there have heard of GhostTube, but there's some podcasters, YouTubers that use it to, they say to communicate with the other side. So, we just figured, put it on, give it a try, see if anything comes through that relates to anything that we're saying.
Okay.
All right, so our first segment of the night that we're going to be doing is called Candy Courts. We're going to taste or talk about the best Halloween candy that we found that we haven't tried. Well, maybe not the best, but ones that we haven't tried. And we're going to see, neither of us know what candy we chose. We just both went to the store and picked out 5 random candies to try. So right now we're going to each show each other the candy. And then we're going to each try it and pretty much rate it from 1 to 10. 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. Okay?
All right, girl. What you got?
Come closer.
Oh, jeez.
Sacrifice.
Okay. Sacrifice.
Okay.
So I got fluffy stuffed watermelon cotton candy.
Okay.
I never tried this. It just looked good. It's from the Lollipop brand. Oh, if everyone can see.
Okay.
So I got that. What did it say?
Table.
And then I got these Haribo berries, which I've never tried them either.
Okay.
They're chewy and crunchy. I never tried these, so I was like, And then I got these Country Time filled ropes.
I was going to get those, but I put those back, bitch.
That's so funny. They're supposed to be pink lemonade flavor. They look really good. I also got these cookie dough bites. I've never tried these a day in my life. Some people may have. I never have. They're the chocolate chip cookie dough bites. It says try them frozen, which that sounds good.
But I don't like the ones that are chocolate covered.
Okay. Yeah, these are the chocolate covered. And then the last candy I got is these sour cosmic gummy rings.
I got those too, girl. I got those too, baby.
Wow, look at that. Ding, ding, ding. You're a winner. So, okay, so let's try these together then.
Okay.
But show me yours first.
All right, so as we just saw, I got these. Ignore my...
Over.
Move over. Girl, you move over. Anyway, my nails are ratchet. Please, like, I'm getting them done on Friday. But anyway, so I got these. Believe it or not, I've never had a Mike and Ike in my entire life. So I got the Mike and Ike sour because I'm a sour girly.
Yeah, I like the sour ones.
I've never had this before in my life. Sugar babies.
Sugar babies.
I don't know if they're good. I'm hoping.
Do you like caramel?
Of course I do, girl. That's why I got them shits. I said,
you're gonna like them.
I've never, you guys are probably gonna judge me. I'm not a candy person, so I also got high chew, sweet and sour. I've never had high chews in my life.
I love high chews.
Me either, girl. Me either. All right, and then that's 5.
Sit with me. Can you repeat?
Lastly, I got these. These are like old people candies. But
the Werthers. The Werthers. Yeah, we all like these Werthers. I like the caramel apple ones that come out in the fall. They're so good. Okay, so first things first, we're going to try these Cosmic Sour gummy rings. And we're going to do a little bit of ASMR. Sorry for that, because I got to open these. Probably should have opened them ahead of time, but...
It's okay.
So, all right. Oh, these look interesting. For everyone who is not watching and might just be listening on Spotify, if you do. But if you are watching, you can see what they look like. But if not, they look like kind of like, what's that candy? Nerds, like around a gummy. So they kind of look like those Nerds clusters, but as rings. All right. And they come in blue raspberry, watermelon, and green apple. I'm trying green apple first.
Oh, me too, girl.
Look at that. I didn't even know you picked that one. Like, serious. Okay, ready? Cheers. They give me the little feeling. You know when you eat sour candy? That little feeling you get behind your ears?
Yeah, I got that.
All right, I'm just going to try one more.
Okay.
I'm going to try the watermelon one now.
These are disgusting. My kids can have these.
It's like they're not bad, but like they're trying to be nerds.
They're trying to be a nerd's rope. This is a flop.
They're not the best. I'm gonna put those away. Okay. Do you want to go next?
Okay, so since we did a sour, I'll do another sour. I'm gonna try the Mike and Ike flowers. The Mike and Ike sour. Mike and Ike sour. Jesus Lord. You know, I should have really just opened all this candy before we started, but it's I
know, that's what I was saying. I'm like, we should have opened it beforehand, but here we are.
Your leg.
My leg. All right. So I'm gonna try. Jesus, I can't talk today. The green one, I guess.
What flavor is it?
What? Sour Zappin' apple. Why haven't I had it before?
That's super sour.
That's really good. Girl, go to the Dollar Tree and get you a pack.
I like Mike and Ike's. My favorite one's the watermelon, the sour watermelon.
I just put the sour in my mouth.
Yeah, you should try those next. All right. I'm going to try this watermelon cotton candy because anything watermelon. So I'm really hoping it doesn't disappoint me. It smells really good. Yeah. It literally tastes like the watermelon.
Told her.
It tastes like the... What did it say?
It said I told her this happens.
It tastes like the watermelon, like the Charms watermelon lollipop.
That's good then.
All
right.
Yeah.
We didn't even say
that one's good.
I'm sorry, but these... Okay, first of all, these sour cosmic gummy rings are a fucking 1 out of 10.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I would rate them a 5 out of 10.
Okay, and my sour Mike and Ike's, they're probably like an 8 out of 10.
Okay. I would rate the cotton candy probably a 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing the chocolate covered caramels because I like caramel, so let me try. I'm hoping that this is a good one.
Okay.
We agree.
Can't go wrong. Very simple, very smooth. It's good.
Creamy. 1 out of 10.
You can still see me?
You're frozen.
My camera went black. Stop.
What happened?
I don't know, but the dog is barking at nothing now too.
What did it say?
Excuse me.
Your excuse, ma'am. It said Stanic. What does that mean?
Stanic? I'm not sure. Let's look it up. Stanic. Like, can you spell it?
Yeah, Stanic. Unless I'm reading that wrong.
They're saying it's spelled Stannic.
Also, then I'd spelled it wrong here, but...
Yeah, I don't... So something containing tin? That's a... No, sure. Unless they meant satanic.
Well, I live alone, and I don't have my kids this week, or today. Oh, it just said Doom. That's great. That's great. Anyway.
Well...
Your next how would I rate this? I would rate this probably a 6 out of 10. Go ahead. Your next
Okay. All right, the next one I'm going to try these ropes. We'll see. If I can open them. Okay, they're like coated a little. You see?
Okay, that looks good.
This is my place.
Yo, please. Please.
They taste like lipstick. Ugh, those are horrible. That is a negative 20. Negative. I can't even finish that.
You're making me cry. And my makeup is gonna get more messed up than it already is. Oh my god,
That
girl.
was
That was
horrible. Those country time, you don't know how to make. Why do you make those? Just stick to your lemonade. Just stick to your lemonade. That's not,
right.
You should not make candy.
That's pretty funny.
Those
All right,
are
so I got
horrible.
my sugar babies. It's another caramel candy, so God, I almost broke my fucking tooth.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're really hard. I forgot to tell you that.
No. Nope.
They're super sweet.
A 1 out of fucking 10. Maybe a 0 out of 10. I'm sorry. That's what I want to say to that.
What do you not like about them?
God. Everything.
Oh my god, the texture. Okay, I'm gonna try these Haribo berries.
I don't know what she's barking at. Blanca.
ASMR.
Blanca. Stop. Sit down. Nope. Sit.
Okay, I'm gonna try the red one. These are good.
Okay.
They're crunchy on the outside and very chewy on the inside. Like chewy, like a not like a gummy texture, but like like melatonin gummies. Not to be funny, but
Okay, what will you rate those?
I would rate those probably a 9.5. Those are really good.
Okay, so that's like my Mike and Ike's over here that I want to eat the whole box of.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be eating those later tonight.
All right, I'm gonna try. Oh, there's watermelon. Anyway, I'm gonna try the high chew.
No, they're so good though.
Okay, well I've never had one before, so
I like them. I don't know if you will.
Mm-hmm.
They have a good flavor.
They're
called high chews for a reason. Yeah.
It tastes like a Hubba Bubba Mac.
Yeah, like very similar.
I like those. I think these
so
are like,
good.
I just gleeked. Anyway,
That's how you know you like them.
dead ass. My mouth watering. Woo! These are a 9 out of 10, maybe a 10 out of 10 actually.
Yeah, they're like so. When I first tried them, I was buying them like nonstop because they're so good. Okay, my last candy. I'm gonna try these chocolate chip cookie dough bites.
Stop where? Bite? You gonna bite me?
Wet.
I thought you said wet. But I say never mind. Tastes like a cardboard box, girl.
Well, they put them in a bag now.
Oh.
I knew I wasn't gonna like them because I'm really not big on cookie dough, but they're not. I think definitely try them frozen. I'm gonna have to try them frozen. But like they're not bad. They're just not for me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give them a 5 out of 10.
Oh, wow, you scoring your shit high.
Yeah, because they weren't hard. Well, no, I did those country time filled ropes are liquor negative 20,000. Those things are so nasty.
As soon as you put it in your mouth.
Yeah.
She agrees.
Yeah.
What?
Those things were so gross. So gross.
All right, I'm gonna show you. Just because it's here. The other candies I got to try that I never tried before. I never tried these.
Oh my goodness, you've never tried Sour Punch Bites?
Nope.
Girl.
I got these because I never had these before.
I love those too. Those are good.
And
Skittles
I got,
gummies.
yeah, and then I got chewy chocolate caramel covered these.
I've never tried those actually.
Yeah, so those are, I'm gonna try those another day. Obviously not on the podcast because we got.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. So that was us testing some candy. Just starting it up a little bit on a lighter note since we're gonna get into a little bit of spooky stories. So this segment, we're going to talk about our own personal stories or ones that we've been told about. So if you don't believe in the afterlife or ghosts, that's fine. Everyone has their own opinions. Everyone has their own beliefs. Me and Catherine are not one of those people. We do believe because we've experienced things that you cannot say didn't happen because happened to us at the same place and at different times.
Should have helped him.
When I used to live with Catherine, there was a lot of things that would happen in the home that she was in.
Oh yeah, my old house.
Yeah. So yeah, and we experienced some weird things there, and I would tell her like things that I would experience, and she'd be like, "Oh my god, I thought I was the only one," or like, and then tell me her stories, and I'd be like, "Wow, so we're not crazy, or maybe we are, who knows?" But either way, so do you want to start off with some stories?
Okay, so when I was in middle school,
Why are you asking? I'm weak.
nobody asked you shit. Anyway, so when I was in middle school, I had a problem with sleeping. I would stay up all night and I couldn't sleep. So I would be up on my computer.
Restless, yes.
Very restless.
She gets it.
Yes.
Come and go.
Okay, girl. So I would stay up all night because I couldn't sleep at night, and I'd just be on my little computer, just on Facebook and whatever MySpace shit, whatever the fuck. And I'd be blasting music in my room. I was basically alone all the time because my mom worked overnight. So, and my bedroom door like opened very slow. So I went over and I closed it. Mind you, it was like closed all the way. Then it opened again. So I got up again and I closed it. And then it opened again. And I was like, listen, I want my door closed, please and thank you. Please, please, thank you. And I closed it and it never opened again after that. And that to me was like one of my like first like actual experiences besides like I hear footsteps in the house, you know, normal things like that. But that was like something actively moving something.
Yeah. And again, for those of you tuning in that maybe this is your first time watching, we are both from Pennsylvania, and a lot of people have said that the East Coast is super haunted, people who believe in that. And we definitely do, because especially where we grew up and where Catherine still lives, there's a lot of like Indian burial grounds. It was obviously Native American territory, and just like a lot of different things that went on over there. It can be really creepy at times, especially the basements, in my opinion, anyway. My basement at my house was not the best. So I have quite a few. I mean, it's kind of hard to pick like which one without people thinking.
We could keep going.
What do you
got time?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to pick which one like without people thinking I'm nuts. But there was one specifically that definitely changed my life, and I talk about it all the time because, and you know the story, I've told it a million times and I never tell it any different because it's literally engraved into my brain. But yeah, you've heard the story a billion times and I tell it the same literally every single time because it's like stuck in my head. It will never leave my head. So I was staying with my mom and my stepdad at the time at their home. It was my stepdad's mom's home in New Jersey. What did it say?
As soon as you said stepdad, it said Power.
And my stepdad's name is Powerhouse, which actually I kind of have the goosebumps right now.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's kind of crazy. Yeah. So, well, his name's not Powerhouse. We call him that. That was just his nickname. Well, anyway, I was staying with them, and I would stay with them sometimes there for a little bit at a time because they lived in Jersey. My grandma and I lived in Pennsylvania, so it was easier just to drop me off there for like a week at a time or whatever and, you know, pick me up then. So I remember staying one time, and it was really late at night and had to be like midnight, past midnight. And I think it was summertime, like that's why like school was out, whatever, we were doing whatever. And they all took us to Dunkin' Donuts. And I remember we came back to the house, and there was my mom's best friend had two sons, or I think two sons, or I remember having kids, but one of them was her sons. One of them was her son, and they told me and him to go inside and give Powerhouse's mom her Dunkin' order, whatever she got. I think she got a drink. Can't remember if she got food, but anyway. So we said okay. So we went in the house, and the house is this super old farmhouse. Like literally was dated back to be like one of the original farmhouses ever built in New Jersey. And excuse me, the front of the house to us was originally the back when it was built, if that makes sense. So when you walked into the house, you're walking right in and you see the basement door as soon as you walk in, because it was originally meant to be like the back of the house, but they had to make it the front because the original front of the house was so like bad. Like it was like, I don't want to say condemned, but it was like not safe to be on that side of the house because that's how big the house was. So there was like a portion of the house that was cut off that nobody was allowed in. So we go in the house and we go to give her her drink. So we had to walk up the steps, which the steps then were like these super narrow, like creepy steps that we had to walk up. And they kind of like curved a little bit, like when you got to the top of them. And then it was just a super long hallway to the end of like her bedroom. So we get up there and we go and we give her a drink. And the boy with me was like, oh, do you want to race? And I'm like, sure, like we can race. Mind you, I'm sorry, I'm not racing down the hallway because like these steps is super narrow, this hallway is super narrow. But I was like, sure, you know. So, you know, as a kid, you're like, yeah, okay. So he's in front of me and he's like booking it down the steps. He's like pretty far ahead because, like I said, I'm taking my sweet ass time down steps. If anyone knows me, I take my sweet ass time down steps. Even when I was a kid, I don't care. I don't want to fall. That's like one of my biggest fears, falling down steps. So, I get to the bottom of the staircase, and when you turn, you can either turn left or right, but when you turn left, you're going through the kitchen to go back out through the front door. And that's the way he went. And because I saw him, obviously, turn left. And I hear like him trip, and then I hear like the front door slam. And I was like, what the hell? Like, he literally just like left me, like didn't even like wait for me, like just left out the house, like slammed the door. So I get to the kitchen and I turn and I'm about to walk out the front door. And as I turn to walk out the front door, the basement door had one of those hook latches on it that they always kept on it. And it was as far open as it could open with the hook latch on it. I can't remember if it was a hook latch or a chain, but I just remember it being like one of those latches.
I'm already starting to get the
Yeah, and it can only open like so far. And I just remember, like, I swear on like everybody, like I literally like could get my mom to tell you guys like this, like they have other people who have seen the same thing, like, but I literally turn and I see just like the door open, shaking, and just these two glowing red eyes in the dark of this basement door. And I literally, like, it was like flight, or like, you know, like when you go through that fight or flight where it's like,
yeah,
holy shit, like, you know what I mean, like scared the shit out of you. And I was like, oh my god, like, you know, and I had to walk past that door to get to the front door. It's either that or I go back up the steps. But I don't want to be in the house after seeing that. So I literally, like, my only instinct was slam the basement door and run out the front door.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what I did. And I slammed the door and I ran out the front door and I'm crying, boo-hooing. And my mom and them are like, what happened? What happened? Because he's also outside, like, crying, visibly upset. And they're like, what happened? What happened? And we're trying to, like, tell them, like, I don't know if he saw what I saw. I think he, like, got tripped or something. Like, he never wanted to talk about it. So I think for him, it was
I
like,
didn't know that. He didn't want to.
yeah. Yeah, like, me and him, like, never talked about it because they literally, like, told us, like, it didn't happen.
Grandfather.
And it was like, and like that, it was all like, pretty much we made it up type shit. And then years after that, they eventually told me that, like, other people had seen those glowing red eyes in that basement before. And yeah, that he wasn't nice, whoever it was. But they also think, like, because like I said, it was unfortunately a really old farmhouse in Jersey. And unfortunately, you know, that time period they did own slaves, which it's unfortunate, but it's part of
Life.
the history there. And so they think it might have been somebody who was tortured there and killed and wanted some kind of revenge or something, or was just really mad, or just, you know, whatever it was. I don't know. But I just know, like, for me personally, I tell people this all the time, like, the feeling that those eyes gave me was just pure hatred, like pure anger, like, just, I'm mad. I just, like, at the world, you know? So very angry, like beyond angry, like scary, very scary. So that literally changed my whole outlook on, like, spirits in the afterlife, because I had experienced things before that, but that was really my first, like, scary moment that I'd ever experienced. And, like, scary, you know, like, not one of those, like, oh, you saw that, oh, that's creepy, like, you know, like, it was scary, it was, like, terrifying, like something you see in, like, horror movies, and then it happened and I was like, holy shit, you know? So yeah, so that's one of my stories. How about you?
Yeah, that shit is creepy as fuck. I remember when you told me that shit for the first time, and I still have the same, like, feeling when you tell me it. Every time you say, like, tell that story, girl, I get the same feeling.
Yeah.
Like, oof, I have.
And do I ever tell it different?
No, I literally have the chills right now, and I'm just, like, so, like, creeped out.
Yeah, it was a time. It was a time.
Yeah. I have a lot of stories. It's, like, really hard for me to just pick, like, two. All right, so there was a time. All right, so my sister was dating a guy, and he lived in an area, like, Shawnee area.
Mm-hmm.
Not trying to pinpoint my area of living, but he lived in the Shawnee area, and I went with her to go drop him off or do something. I don't remember, but I was with her in the car. She was driving, and we were driving back home, and we were at a red light, and we were listening to the radio, and then out of nowhere, the radio station starts switching. It was like mumble jumbo, whatever, like switching. And I was so scared because like that's like the Shawnee Indians, you know what I mean? Like that whole area, like basically this whole freaking area, like you said, is like Indian burial grounds, like Native American, whatever. So to try to make us feel better, I was like, "Ah," and Peter Griffin comes out of nowhere because I was so scared, and that light was not turning green, and it was dark, and there was no other cars around, and I was just like, let's go. I'm like, can't you just drive? She's like, the light's red. Like we were scared shitless. Like we looked at each other. We looked at each other and did not know what to say or what to do because it was creepy as all hell.
Yeah, that sounds creepy. That sounds creepy. Imagine if it would have said something through the radio.
Girl, I wasn't paying no mind. I said, la, 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 imagine, and Peter Griffin comes out of nowhere. Like, I was so scared. I'm not even gonna lie. I was beyond scared.
You're like, I want this to be over.
Yeah, I'm like, just go
Click
straight.
my heels and I'm
You
home.
just gotta go straight. I'm like, just go through the light. There's no other cars.
They're not gonna tell. Yeah, I don't like when things like that happen. Okay, another thing that happened to me, probably at your house. There was a few things at your house, but there was one time where I was in the shower and I was showering, obviously. And
Are you sure?
I was the only one home. I was the only one home at that time, and I was like in there, I was like, you know, just minding my own business. And all of a sudden the light turned off and turned back on, and I was like, hello? Is there anyone there? You know, that's just like an instinct. I don't know if many people do that, but that's the first thing that came out of my mouth. Clearly knowing I'm the only one home. So I like hurry up doing what I'm doing, and I peek through the shower curtain, and I go to like get out, and I see, because the bathroom would get foggy, and I see on the mirror this like handprint, but not handprint. It was like on the top, right? So and she had like one of those big sinks, okay? It wasn't like her son could have did it, like, you know what I mean? Like it was like a huge sink that like you can't, like, it was a huge mirror. You couldn't just, there was just no way. And like the handprint was just like not like a regular handprint either.
So creepy.
It was like 4 fingers. Like I don't know.
Very much.
And it was like smaller. Yeah. Yeah, and it was like tinier than like a normal hand, you know? So it's like none of us could have done it. Her son couldn't have done it. Kat couldn't have done it. You know what I mean? Like it was, and it just appeared like I'm getting myself the chills. It just appeared like then. And I was just like, okay, maybe it's just like the way she cleaned the mirror or something. Maybe let me try to debunk this, right? Like maybe it's just the way, like, you know. So then I told her about it, and she was like, you're joking, right? And I was like, no.
No.
Then she told me like I'm not the only one who had seen that
And
experienced that in their house.
and not trying to interrupt you, but recently I have just found out that my mom also saw that shit.
Yes. Yeah, that's what you were telling me, right? Yeah, you guys were talking about it. Your mom was like, oh, I saw the same thing. And described it the same way before you even
Yeah,
did.
she was like, oh, it would look like this, right? And I'm like,
Yeah.
creepy. Talk about creepy.
Yeah.
My eyes are
Yeah.
watering right now. Like, it's so, that shit is so terrifying to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I hated that for myself. Yeah. Yeah, especially turning the light off. Like, are you joking me?
Yeah.
While I'm in the shower?
Try to play you.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you want me to die? You want me to die today? So I will literally have a heart attack and die. Yeah, so we have many more we could probably go on and
We have
discuss
many.
and talk about.
Like, so many spooky ghost stories that are true.
Yeah, there's plenty. If anyone wants to hear any more of those, let us know in the comments and we could make that happen.
Yeah.
But for today, we don't want to keep dragging that on. But just wanted to tell some spooky stories to get in the spirit of Halloween, since this is our Halloween episode. And like I said, if you don't believe in those things, that's totally fine. Don't sit here and call us crazy or that we're lying or we're making it up. Maybe we're telling the truth, maybe we're not, but no, I'm serious telling the truth. I'm like being 100% honest. I would not make something like that up. It's just not worth my time.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so this next segment, we're going to talk about urban legends from where we live.
Go ahead.
So for me, I did look up some urban legends from where I live. And I don't know much because I've only been living in Southwest Florida for going on 4 years now. So not a lot of people around here that I know are from here, except my one bestie Allie, shout out Allie. So she's like one of my very close friends over here. But she's lived in Florida like her whole life. But I never really have asked her, I don't think, about ghost stuff over here. Or maybe I have. But anyway, so there's a website that I found called Love Southwest Florida. And this person talks about just a couple different things going on that are maybe legends, myths, whatever you want to call them. So in Fort Myers, there's a home called the Edison and Ford Winter Estates, which I actually visited recently with my aunts when they visited. And so they do say that the ghosts of Thomas Edison and Henry Ford, because those were the two men who owned those homes here in Fort Myers, are said to roam the properties. So, but it's not, just those famous people that they say roam the properties. There's actually a garden area that's a popular spot for ghost hunters in Southwest Florida that reports strange noises and ghostly apparitions. The nearby McCollum Hall, which was once a dance hall and later a funeral home, is also rumored to be haunted by the spirits of former patrons and funeral attendees. So there's also the old jail in Southwest Florida in Fort Myers that was built in 1921. The jail housed some of the area's most notorious criminals until it closed in 2013. But they do say that it's haunted by some of those people that were there, which is pretty crazy. And they also do a haunted tour in Fort Myers. They go around to different areas that there's like a theater built too in 1901 that a lot of people say there's like apparitions and they hear voices and stuff like that. So yeah.
Want to go on a tour.
Just a little.
And I see you again.
Yeah.
Carlee, stop staying. She's on the computer.
Yeah, so just a little bit of urban legend ghost stories from where I live. Rude.
He called you a failure.
That was rude. But how about you?
Well, I'm only in Pennsylvania. 10 creepy urban legends from Pennsylvania, not for the faint of heart.
How many are there?
I just said 10. So
I didn't hear you.
They have number 1, the 7 Gates of Hell in York, Pennsylvania. An insane asylum once resided in a wooded area of Pelham Township that burned down one fate. Well, it says like through whatever, there was 7 gates were built to trap the wandering inmates because, some inmates, because it burned down. Whatever. The myth states that today only 1 gate is visible by day, though all 7 are visible by night, and that any person who passes through all 7 gates goes directly to hell. You better be careful. In reality, an insane asylum never existed in the area. The only 1 gate was built by a local doctor, but it is very creepy. So who the hell knows who made up that story? Then we have the Green Man in Pittsburgh. He's creepy looking. I don't know what happened to this poor soul. It says this is one legend that turned out to be true. Residents of South Park area near Pittsburgh during the 90s often spotted a strange figure walking along Route 351 at night. The figure was a man without a face who allegedly emitted a greenish glow. Locals were frightened by this shocking appearance and his nocturnal habits. The man, Ray Robinson, had been severely electrocuted as a child and lost most of his facial features. Oh my God.
What is that?
That's so fucked up. He only came out at night due to his I'm sorry. In reality, he did not emit a glow of any sort. He was actually a really nice guy who would chat with anyone who approached him, though this did not prevent some passerbyers from treating him cruelly. That's a lesson. It costs $0 to be nice. Anyway, yeah, but that's 2 of them. I'm not going to list them all, but I'll list the names, but we have Blue Mist Road in Pittsburgh. We have something in Allentown here, and Bus to Nowhere in Philly. That one seems interesting.
Okay.
But yeah, so there's like a couple in PA. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more, probably especially in the area that I live at. But, I did this research last minute because I ain't.
Yeah, my grandma used to tell this one story from New Jersey. I don't exactly know if I'm telling it 100% correctly, but someone who knows the story, correct me if I'm wrong. If not, Google it. But there's supposedly this story in New Jersey, I forget which part, that this woman was getting married, and then like on her wedding day, her husband, I'm pretty sure, like poured acid all over her face and like killed her. Yeah, and she like died, and supposedly she haunts the area over there. She's like buried over there. And supposedly like at night, like you'll see like a woman in white like roaming through the graveyard. And there's times too, they say like, especially men, like she doesn't like men, especially, obviously, because her husband, well, she was supposed to be husband, her fiance, but supposedly like she tries to like go after men like at night if like you're driving over there. Like supposedly there's been a lot of car accidents and stuff over there because she's distracted them or whatever, because there's like a big turn, and if you keep going, it's like a wall. So, but it's also people could be speeding, but
That is true.
take it how you want to take it. But supposedly that's the urban legend over there, but I don't know exactly like if I'm telling it 100% accurate, obviously, because I haven't heard it in so long. But I just remember like my grandma telling me that story and how creepy it was.
Wouldn't Clinton Road be like a
Yeah,
considered that?
like an urban
Yeah,
legend, yeah, type thing. Yeah, we went there.
we did.
Only spooky thing that happened to us was we saw a car and then all of a sudden it like disappeared in front of us. Like it was like speeding and it was going pretty far, and that road is pretty windy, and like unless that was somebody who just really knows that road. But supposedly that's actually a thing. Remember, Raven said that that's actually a thing that's known to happen.
Yeah,
Like,
Raven
cars
did
are-
tell us that. My hair.
Cars like disappear.
Thank you. It's nice, right? Half blue, half black.
Anyway, our last segment for the day, we're going to get a little bit back into the podcasty vibes. We just wanted to make this one a little bit more fun around Halloween, a little bit more based on some spooky stories, some candy, what we all love about Halloween season, if you love Halloween. But we're going to get into a segment where we're going to talk about ghosting. Have you ever been ghosted? Do you know someone that's been ghosted? Are you a ghoster? That's the real question.
Mhm.
So, Catherine, do you know any of those three? Have you been ghosted? Do you know someone ghosted? Do you ghost people?
I have been ghosted. I think like probably once, right? Maybe or twice.
Twice, probably. That I can think of
I
right
think
now.
twice, and I have ghosted probably a lot, a lot of times. And what about you, Carlee?
I honestly like I probably have been ghosted too. I just those people are irrelevant to me, so I can't remember. But I have ghosted a person before or two,
They hide.
maybe a couple. And yeah, why do we ghost people? Well, it could be because we don't want to hurt their feelings.
For me, all right. First,
Sometimes.
all right, I'm turning this shit off because she's pissing me off now. She keep interrupting and distracting me. Listen, it's always better to be honest, regardless, right? So I feel like ghosting is way more fucked up than just telling somebody the truth. And I'm just trying to play devil's advocate, even though I've done it multiple times. But when I was ghosted, it does not feel great.
Yeah, especially when like you said, like you're not being honest. Like that person might think like you like them, or you're feeling the vibes, but then like you're like bye, and, like no explanation. I've also been ghosted friendship wise, but we talked about that before.
Yeah, me too. But like, okay, so this is like my thing. So like, it's just weird to me that you could talk to somebody for like a 6-month, 7th-month span, see them multiple times, hang out, talk every day, all day long, all types of shit, tell them that you miss them and da 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 da, and then just one day you're gone. What? And I think men do that a lot more than women. Like I ghost way before that.
Yeah, like in the beginning.
Way before.
In the beginning of season.
Yeah, because like my opinion, I ghost because I don't got the time. And I might forget to respond to you. And then by the time that I realize, it's just like I'm not responding to you now ever again because now I look stupid.
Mhm.
You look stupid. We
Mhm.
both look stupid. Let's just cut it. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
I'm just a bitch. I don't know what to say.
Have you ever ghosted because like you were talking to somebody else and you felt the other vibes more than that person?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
a lot of
because
people
I
do
feel like-
that.
Huh?
I feel like a lot of people do that.
Yeah, because all right, when you're in the talking stage of getting to know somebody, if it's like a relationship type of aspect, you're not just talking to one person. That's just the reality of it. Unless you guys
Yeah.
like make like clear. But like,
Yeah, you're not talking to anybody else.
yeah. Unless you say you're exclusive, which a lot of the time you're not in the beginning. When you're talking to somebody, you're
Yeah.
talking to somebody. You're not in a relationship and you're not dating. There's a difference.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know, but have you done that? Like ghosted because you vibe better with somebody else?
Yeah.
And why did you ghost? So like, did you ghost like in the beginning, middle, or when it was dragged out?
I think it was more like a like it just was like maybe like a dragged out situation. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it was just like a situation where I was like, okay, I'm just not gonna respond anymore
What did
because what
what did
happened?
they do that you didn't want to respond? It's just nothing that they did.
That's the thing. Like, they didn't do anything. I had been talking to somebody else, so I kind of like felt bad, like being like, oh, I'm gonna talk to them and also talk to you. You know what I mean? It was like one of those situations. I was kind of like, I'm just never gonna answer.
Yeah, my hat is.
Just never gonna respond again. Yeah, just like never gonna respond again because like, what's the point?
Yeah. I mean, I have ghosted somebody too because of like how weird they were with me.
Mm-hmm.
We're just talking, and you're talking about beating up guys that I talk to.
Okay.
And I was just like, you know what? I don't got the
You're
time or the
already
energy.
showing me
I'm too
major
grown.
red flags. Major red flags right there. Yeah.
That's a red
Yeah.
flag for me. Like, you're that jealous and we're not even like dating. We just started talking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's
100%.
weird.
Yeah. No,
Does it make it
100%.
right? No.
No, I would have probably stopped talking to them too. Yeah. I would have been like, all right.
I don't like to be ghosted. I was ghosted. Broke my little heart.
Well, at the end of the day, what's meant to be will be. And you know what? That's their loss, right?
Yeah.
That's how we have to look at it.
Yeah, look at where I am now. I'm dressed as a witch, baby.
Doing a podcast.
Doing a
Talking about
podcast
ghosts.
with 3 babies.
Talking about ghosts.
Talking about ghosts and my feelings.
Yeah.
Period.
But if anyone else out there has been ghosted and you want to tell us your story, maybe we could talk about it next
Yeah, we
time.
could get into a deeper level of ghosting.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Like, kind of talking about all the emotions that go behind it. But we did kind of want to involve also talking about like the same stuff, like we said, something you might talk about in your group chat, right? Like, hey, this person just goes here. Hey, they stopped talking to me for whatever reason, like they never even said. So, but we did want to involve that in tonight's episode. And we hope everyone has a good Halloween if you celebrate it. Dress up as something spooky, not spooky. Go out, go to a party. I will be having a little shindig get together. Nothing crazy, just a little something. And yeah. What are you going to be doing on Halloween?
Well, Halloween is Jackson's 6th birthday. Holla! He's my little Halloween baby. He'll be 6. I'm going to take my boys trick-or-treating. Jesus Christ, I can't talk today. And then I'm going to do a cake and presents for him at home. And they're with their dad this weekend. So I'm going to go out and go to the bars. And I don't go to the bars all the time. I know this is the second episode I'm talking about going to the bar and getting litty titty. I'm doing it. Shout out to Irving because Irving's going with me. He's one of my best friends.
Yeah, no, Catherine normally doesn't always go out, but I encourage her when she doesn't have the children to go take some time for herself because it's important as a mom, as an individual, really, just to take time for yourself, but especially as a mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, that's all I have for tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Thanks for following us on our journey. Hopefully you enjoyed tonight's episode and hopefully we can get some more feedback.
Yes.
Some more people may be interested, like I said, in some more stories, or if you want us to just keep talking about our everyday things that we've been talking about, like we said, stuff in the group chat. Our next episode is going to be about, do you have it written down?
Yes, I do. Embarrassing girl talk, but let's be real. So, we're going to be talking about like embarrassing, awkward moments while, becoming from a child to a teenager, from a teenager to an adult, things like that. Yeah. Cringy moments that we have to experience that are very cringe.
Perfect. As a adolescent female or an adult female, we all have embarrassing stories. So
males too, though.
Yes. Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't know all those because we are not
a male.
But if our male audience would like to give us some stories that we can put into our next episode, that'd be great. We'd appreciate that. You can email us. You can send us a DM. We are now on Instagram and TikTok.
Yes.
As well as Spotify.
We're still trying with the Apple.
Still not an Apple, but that's a journey. But we'll get there. we'll get there. So again, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, tune in every week. We will be posting and uploading on Fridays, and we just hope you guys stay along for the ride
Yes.
because it's going to be a fun one.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.